And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we want to welcome you all to the amazing Hack the Future AI Metaverse FinTech. Today, we're having an amazing conversation. If you don't know, HELLO stands for Helping Entrepreneurs Leverage Web3 Optimizations. And today, we're having a great conversation of don't just do it, systemize it. Less stress, more success. And that's really what Tara was talking about, in our room earlier and with some other people as we continue this amazing conversation on this amazing Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We want you guys all to come in and jump in the metaverse. Yes, the metaverse that you can join from your cell phone. You can join from your laptop. You can join from your iPad. And yes, if you do have the VR headsets, you can join from that as well. But either way, we want you to press the button. We had an amazing conversation with one of our gold members today. And she's like, David, why haven't you told me about this metaverse? And why haven't you guided me through this? I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. We've been on, our weekly live rooms for the last year plus, sharing with people to press the button, and people just don't press the button. People listen, people hear about it, people imagine it. And then once you actually step into it, your mind is blown. And so we encourage you guys all to go to our amazing Biz-N-A-Box at thehellowllc.io. You're going to scroll down just a little bit, and this is where you got to read and not just think you know it all or say, oh, I don't know it or I didn't see it. Read, and it says a big old button that says join the metaverse from phone. You hit that button that says Hello Plaza, and it's going to take you to another screen that says Hello Plaza Play from your phone. You hit that play button, and boom, it's starting to download you into our metaverse world. But if you do not have our app, it might lead you to go download a free app. Download that free app called Spatial. And then once you download the app, come on back to our Biz-N-A-Box and boom, hit that same button, and it will literally drop you into our room to where you guys can no longer imagine what the metaverse looks like. You can no longer have to think about it or take your broke brother-in-law's advice or your sister-in-law's advice that's voting on the voice from last year, telling you about, future systems and foundations. And that's really what we want to talk about today, because simply by having a better navigational smart link, you're going to increase, your sales up to 18%. You're going to improve your SEO by 70%. We hear so many times people say, oh my God, how do I increase my SEO? Well, let's start with the fundamentals, your basic foundation. Not having a Canva link, not having a link tree, not having an outdated website that you haven't updated before the pandemic, after the pandemic. Now we're definitely well past the pandemic. You have to be able to upgrade your systems. The average person is going to spend $1,628 on Christmas. What are you putting that towards your business? A lot of us talk about we have a business, but we're trying to piecemeal our business, and you don't have any systems, you don't have any foundation, or we're trying to figure it out how we can be cheapskates and do it on our own. And then when the rubber meets the road, you're telling people, oh, girl, that link doesn't work. Oh, don't worry about this. Oh, let me get you this link. And then I'm here to share with you, a confused mind will say no. And a lot of the times we expect people to hang in there for our business, but 75% of your first impression is based upon your actual smart link or your website or how you go to showcase, your business. And look, we talk facts. We don't talk opinions. We don't talk feelings. We get down to the nitty gritty. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter. We're on Twitch. We are everywhere. So we are catering to the whole entire world. And the only way to do that is to be real and authentic and upfront and honest with you. And just share with you some of these things that you might not have thought about, because we share with people, hey, you're great at your training, right? You're great at what you do, but you're not amazing at the actual transactional piece. And that's where these things really take place as we are able to implement this new technology, such as AI, such as being able to implement this metaverse And just like with our client earlier, she's like, I should kick myself in the butt. Why haven't I not came in here a long time? I said, well, because we talk about the 4 most expensive things: is a closed mind, a closed mouth, a closed hand, and a closed heart. And we got to open those things up and not be to the point to where we know it all, or we think we know it all, or we based upon what our daddy told us, or our mama told us, or our professor told us, or our mentor told us. Because I'm here to tell you that stuff is outdated. Okay, we are transitioning faster and faster. Just go look online. It's here, folks. And we've been sharing this for the last 8 years. That this robotics, this AI, this new technology, you better buckle up, because it's not going to be the transition as our cell phones, when we went from the flip phones, then we went to the BlackBerry, then we went to this. No, it's here. If you are paying attention, right? I don't know if you guys know this, but we should be paying attention to these damn aliens in the water that they've came out and said. So do a little razzle dazzle check on that, because there's some stuff going on. And so that's why we keep telling y'all stuff is changing. We about to get some of this alien technology, y'all. So you're supposed to laugh.
Yo, I laughed yesterday. David was telling his mom this, and he's like, Mom, this is not just me watching some alien movie and all that. Like, this is legit. Like, there was 4 individuals that are have highly classified backgrounds in Congress testifying about this. This is not David making this up. I laugh.
We came in here to talk about systems and foundations.
And we're talking about
aliens. What's going on?
I know. But anyways, we got to have a little fun time, story time,
Yeah. Exactly. Right. And so, one of the things.
But I say that because it's not just Hello LLC making up aliens.
It is not. It is not. Right. And so one of the most important things, right, and we'll come back to the systems and foundation and that whole topic, but one of the bigger things we want to let you guys know about is our amazing Hello HQVC extravaganza that is happening on November 23rd. That is this Saturday. You remember how your mama, your daddy, your uncle used to shop till they drop on QVC, and they wouldn't let you change the channel because they were shopping for everybody? Well, we're bringing that back, ladies and gentlemen, into the metaverse, where we're going to have some amazing small business owners. Remember, small businesses love, your business more than these big companies that don't know your name, don't know where you are, don't know anything. In small businesses, that can be the difference between the kids going to ballet or, the son playing football, next summer, whatever it is. So we got to support, and it helps your business out at the end of the day. So on November 23rd at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, come and join us in our redesigned Hello Plaza. We're redesigning it, so you guys are going to see more than you can possibly imagine. If anybody wants to sneak in there now, you can go sneak peek it, and you'll see what we're doing to match the Christmas theme. And so be ready for extravaganza like no other. And we have the amazing Miss Leah Garcia down here. She's going to be joining us. She took advantage of our VIP Gold membership, where I can tell you right now, she joined our amazing masterclass, and she just now gets to sit back, relax, and kick her feet up. And now her actual, promotions for her amazing sales is going to be done for her. We got some AI videos that are going to be done for her. It's going to be, bizarre, as they say. I was going to say Blizzard Bizarre, but I want to put that together. But anyhow,
I feel you.
Right. We're also going to have Miss Merlin Clark, Miss Roberta Pacino, Miss Denise King, Miss Cleo Michael, right? Miss Christine Bailey. She took advantage of our VIP Gold membership, as well as Miss Merlin. And then we have the amazing Miss Brenda Leese. She joined our Hello Pivot last week, our amazing broadcast. And now she joined our Pivot membership. And this is the great thing. If you want to promote your business and you want to be a part of this extravaganza, because it's not just going to be played on next Saturday. We going to replay the shit out of this like they do at QVC. We going to play it on Friday. We going to play it on Christmas. We going to play it on Black Friday. We going to play it on Cyber Monday. You just going to see it all. We just going to have it on replay. And so definitely you can join our Pivot membership at $7 and listen, Linda.
Listen well.
Listen, Linda. Listen. You can join our Pivot membership for $7, and you can get a one-on-one number one with myself or Tara for a strategy call. Okay. let that sink in. You also will get a 10-minute spot into this QVC extravaganza on the 23rd, where you can be able to promote your businesses and services and your holiday plans or your holiday sales that you have coming up. Because let me remind you, you don't have a business if nobody knows about your business. And I say this because I myself, look, I tremble. I get the little bubble guts. I get the butterflies. I get the delays. I get all of that of, ooh, should I send this? Should I send that? Should I do this? Should I do that? And I come up with every excuse in the book not to put it out there. And then I have to slap myself in the face and say, press the damn button. And so this is where you get to get out of your own way. Tara and I will be on stage in Metaverse doing literally an interview of your business, your brand, what you do, how you do it, why you love it, your passion. And then if you got any sales or anything, let's go. And so this really allows you guys to showcase your business in a completely different way. And so, Love, you want to tell them, what we got going on tomorrow for Wisdom Wednesday?
Yeah, we're talking about my favorite topic, which at the end of the day, guys, it's the cryptocurrency boom. Why now and what's next? So we are literally it's going to happen, by the way, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same time, same back channel, same place. You know the drill. Anywho, guys, we're going to talk about cryptocurrency tomorrow. And yes, we're not calling it FinTech. We're going to talk about actual cryptocurrency because there's a lot of buzz around it. If you're in the cryptocurrency realm and are tuned in, you know that prices are starting to drive upwards. If you're not, you probably heard it on the mainstream media.
Bitcoin's at $92,000.
It was 94 today. Ooh. And so my point being is we're going to have a conversation tomorrow about what's going on, why as a consumer, as you and I want to plug in, why we want to be in pocket, understand what's going on. We're not going to give financial advice, but we will share with you what some strategies are that we are implementing. And if you want to copy our strategy, that's fine. You want to take it and tweak it and do your own thing, that's fine. But it's not financial advice.
And guess what?
Are not financial advisors.
And guess what? That's also in the Pivot membership where you can learn about FinTech.
Yes, it is in deep dive. So we'll share more about that tomorrow, guys. We're going to have that conversation now that it's such a buzzword. You're going to see a lot more information on this now that the elections are over. There's a new, elected, soon to be elected president, or is elected, is soon to be sworn in president. Because I say this it has now turned the corner. For so long, people talked about crypto as no, and now we've turned the corner to yes. It doesn't have anything to do about the candidates. It has to do about timing, and that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. So we're not talking about crypto today, Tara, so don't go deep dive.
Yeah, exactly, because I know your ass.
I'm ready to go.
She was about to rev it up.
I'm ready to talk.
But the one thing I do want to share is prime example today. We had, one of our friends that we've been talking about it. We've been sharing about it. And today he called up and he said, hey, what's up with this particular coin? What's going on? And now all of a sudden, because mainstream is talking about it, now people are jumping on board, and some of you are as well. And Leah would know about this also, right? Of really, people starting to pay attention to this FinTech technology, to this ISO 2022, right? To all of these things that we've been sharing with you guys. Hey, hooty hoo, put your head out of the sand because this is happening, and here it is, right? So definitely come join us tomorrow for that. And if you guys don't know about our Get It Before Grandma sale that ends on the 23rd, the day of the event, right, that you can take advantage of this, which is on our amazing Biz-N-A-Box, that is on our Pivot Pro, that for $7, and our VIP where you get gold access to, that is still going on right now. So if you've been seeing grandmas on our social media, why are they talking about grandmas? Well, you better get it before grandma does, right? And Leah happens to be a grandma. Miss Marshall happens to be a grandma. There's so many grandmas we have within our clientele. We decided to say, get it before your grandma, because a lot of these grandmas are getting it. And so we share with people, hey, If your grandma can understand this new technology, then you dang sure should be able to understand this technology because it's copy, paste, drag, drop.
Well, I like the title because, grandma got ran over by a reindeer. And so that's what made me think of it when we said get it before grandma. Get it before grandma gets ran over.
That part. Get it before your business get ran over.
That part too. Yes,
right?
Yes. Anywho.
And so definitely.
We digress on how we pick names.
So you guys definitely take advantage of that. And if anybody wants to come up on stage, please feel free. Raise your hand, come up on stage. We want to welcome David, welcome Miss Leah, welcome Miss Geraldine. How you doing? Welcome Jay, the storyteller mastermind himself. Miss Ebony, another one of our Pivot members and our Biz-N-A-Box clients as well. Welcome on in. If you guys definitely have anything you want to share, come on up. We're on Clubhouse over here. Miss Tracy, Miss Giggles, how you doing, ma'am? Good to see you. And then, of course, over here on Chatter, remember, guys, we're on Facebook Live. We're on YouTube Live. We're on Twitch Live. We're on X, aka Spaces Live. And we're on TikTok Live as well. So you never know where we're going to show up, but we there, right?
We there.
And so
better than being square.
That part. And so, with that being said, guys, look, we want you all to understand the importance of systems, right? And being able to understand to improve efficiency within your business, enhance consistency, reduce errors, right? Making better decisions, and then being able to scale your business without a lot of the risk management that we go through in our business. And, Miss Leah is a prime example of being able to upgrade your systems and your actual, your foundation. Because a lot of the times we're doing business in one way, and we could be doing it so much better. And we're not drowned with emails. We're not drowned with follow-ups. We're not drowned with trying to take care of the basic necessities of our business that we can set up systems. And, I have this conversation multiple times. A lot of our clients say, oh my God, thank you for handling this for me. Thank you for sticking this with me because I'm not good at technology. Boom. Bingo. If that is you, then you definitely need to be having a conversation with us because that's what we're good at. Because what happens is you start the technology process and you get hung up on one thing on your PayPal. You get hung up one thing on your website. You get hung up one thing on implementing this AI. And before you know it, you're like, you know what? Screw it. I'm done. I'm out. And you stay in the same bucket and you're not building your business or building the systems that all these intricate little pieces you really have to be able to, put together to have the whole system work so you look better. And that's essentially what we do. Is that, when we talk about, our Biz-N-A-Box, when we talk about our AI MotionWorks, when we talk about our Pivot, platform, when we share with people, hey, go sign up for our stuff, it's easy peasy breezy. You don't need Tara and I to sign up for any of our stuff because there's a system behind it where so many times people are literally putting maybe their Calendly link, right, as their link in their bio. And what you're really doing is doing this. When I first met Tara, me and Tara met, playing collegiate flag football, co-ed football together. And Tara was not looking the cutest.
I was looking rough.
She was looking rough. And so my ass,
I was there to play football. I was there to play nobody.
Football. And, and so what I did was I, escaped. And I went out to the car and I checked out her Facebook. I checked out her pictures. I was like, damn, this girl looks good.
This is the same girl?
Damn. I was like, jackpot.
I would have been like, this is the same girl?
Jackpot. I hit gold mine. And then I came back, and that's when she got the real deal conversation, from me, because now I could get rid of the 6 foot, butch looking girl that I didn't know how she was going to show up whatsoever, And so anyhow, the reason why I share that story, the reason why I share that story is because, a lot of the times, let's just say if I had sent you, my calendar to let's go out on a date.
Yeah.
that's essentially what a lot of you guys are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Is you're not giving anybody any information to look at you. Yes, you got your LinkedIn. Yes, you got your Facebook, but that just shows pictures. That just shows, just little bitty stuff.
Yep.
It doesn't show the real deal, especially about your business, right? That you should be showcasing without you. And that's what we share with people is that if you just put your Calendly link, or I had another lady just put her WhatsApp link up at the top. It's like, you're not doing yourself justice. And what really blows me and Tara's minds is there's so many people that have so many people in their room, and they're missing so much business because they don't have their system and their foundation in order. And it blows my mind that, in this room, Tara and I got 4 people, and, in just our LinkedIn room and all of our other rooms, we got other people, but there's so many people that get so many people in their room. And I'm like, you're missing out by not having your systems.
There's people that have 100, 200 people and they don't have their systems in place. And we're very to be just shock jawed. Like our jaw's just on the floor because how are you collecting information? How are you allowing people to be nosy? People love to be nosy. They love to go click on your link, see, and mainly because they want to be like, oh, you don't got nothing. And, and we hate to say that, but that is the way that human nature is. We love to be nosy and go check out what other people are up to. It is just human nature.
Facts.
So we are just shock-jawed when that happens. So back to you, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, and, I see we got Miss Leah up here. Miss Leah, you want to add anything to this before I continue? Go ahead, ma'am.
Oh, my gosh. I've got so much to add. Thank you for having this incredible room, Mr. Jones. I call him Mr. Mic Drop, and Miss Tara. I called her Mrs. Claus, but really, she's like Christmas to me. Every time we connect, she has some kind of a gift for me. She is just so brilliant at putting things together. And, one of the biggest things that has really hit me is when you're talking about people sending out our Calendly. How many times do we send out a Calendly link? And all it is, it has your picture and it has a time that you can book. Well, every time I'm sending out my Calendly link now, there's so much more to that. People can be nosy. They can look around. They can see some free tools. They can get my wall of wealth. They can look at my avatar and see my motion works and get to know some things about me. I mean, think about that. How many times are you sending out that Calendly link that tells them nothing about you? Maybe you're having a conversation, maybe it's a simple coffee chat, or, maybe it's something that you're having a deeper conversation, but you're not even giving them that opportunity to look a little bit deeper at you. And, if you're thinking that, gosh, I'm not a metaverse person, there's so much more that these two do that is behind the scenes, connecting systems in place and really giving us an opportunity as professionals to have that part be invisible that we don't have to deal with, and putting those systems in place and really giving ourselves the opportunity to really have that professional presence. Because these days, it is more about an experience. I mean, think about that. Why do we go to a particular coffee shop? It's not because of the coffee itself, it's the experience. There is one coffee shop right down the street from my office. It's called Alta. There is a line every single day. There's a line. People wait for 30, 40 minutes, and you're not in your car, okay? You might go to some places when you're in your car. You have to park. In Monterey, you have to find a parking, and then you have to walk over, and then you physically stand in line. So that cup of coffee is taking quite a bit of time, but it is about the experience. You go in there and it's that mom and pop shop, they have more of the home baked kind of goods kind of thing. So what is the experience you are providing for your potential clients? What is the experience that you're providing for your prospects? People want to know who you are behind the bubble. They want to know what your values are. What do you stand for? I mean, we've all heard the stories of companies who've done well. I was just listening to an incredible podcast, Ed Milet dropped this morning, and you have to listen to it. It's about a clothing company, but you have to listen to it if you're an entrepreneur. But think about the sock company. I think it's called Tommy Socks. I don't even know what it's called, but you buy a sock and they donate a sock. So people are buying into you and what value you bring, but more than that, they want to know what your values, what you value, what is important to you, what do you stand for? And you can't do that with a link tree. You just can't. It's static. You can't do that with the Calendly link, right? And here's the other thing. I work with a lot of small business owners, and then I'll land it here. And oftentimes they tell me, oh yeah, I've got this new thing I'm doing, but I got to update my website. Oh yeah, I've got this new thing I'm launching, but I got to wait for my developer to get back for me with my website. And it's a long, tedious, and by the way, costly process. When you've got this Biz-N-A-Box, you know, I'd love to say that I'm special to Mr. Jones and Tara, but I know that they offer this white glove service to everyone, that it's something that happens very quickly. You can make updates, you can make changes, you can add things, you can delete things, you can have your specials and stuff. So I could talk all day about you too. I'm gonna land my scooter there, Miss Tara.
I love it.
You know, and now that you have had, you know, your Biz-N-A-Box for quite some time, Leah, could you imagine going back to what you were utilizing beforehand? Because this is what we share.
That's a negative ghostwriter.
But here's the thing. So I make you two look really good because look at where I started, right? But you know what? It's always going to be an evolution. We have to be willing to evolve and grow and change and stay up with the time. We're coming up on 2025. And if we're not using technology, we can't even spell technology. Some of us are still trying to figure out how to use ChatGPT. Listen, there are so many more apps beyond that. And it's not my role to learn it all. I always say this is what my mentor taught me. Know what you know what you don't know who knows what you don't know. And that's all I need to know. That's it. So I don't have to know it all. I just got to know the people who know it all. So I'll pass it back to you. Yes, I can't imagine. I mean, it would be like going back. So the first cell phone I ever saw, I was a hairdresser at the time, and one of my clients was a plumber. And he came to get his haircut, and he put this big briefcase looking thing. Maybe a lot of you don't know what that is, but it's like I don't even know, like a box, okay? And he put it up on my stand. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that? He said, that's a phone. I said, what? He says, yeah, that's called a mobile phone. I said, oh my gosh. He said, yeah, people got to get a hold of me. Don't ever call me. I'll never give you that number though, because it was $5 a minute. So thinking of me going back is like that. It's like getting that big old box cell phone. You always say get rid of your dusty, crusty website and business card. I can't even imagine. And it's only been a couple of weeks. Right? I mean, I just can't even imagine. Trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube now. It's just not even possible. Hand it back to you folks.
That's a good analogy. You can't put the potatoes back in there or the toothpaste back in the tube. My mom and dad used to say something different. I'll spare everybody. It was a farm term. Yeah, we'll spare everybody. But toothpaste back in the tube is a lot better. But yeah, you know, Miss Leah, first of all, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. But the reason why we do it, and we shared this today while we were on the phone, was because David's the best client. David is Tara's best client, and we had the same problems everybody else is sharing. Miss Leah's experience, Miss Ebony's experience, everybody experiences it in a business. You get to the point where you piecemeal, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It just, you get to a point in your business and in your growth that you're like, okay, I got to take the next step. I have to systemize things now because I need to be neat, clean, and in order. And if you do have systems, guys, I'm going to tell you something. It's so much easier to do the when taxes come around and do your taxes and do all of that. When you have systems, you can find that information. When you need to, speak to someone like Miss Leah, who's your financial advisor and can get you going down the right pipeline, you need to have all this stuff at your fingertips, and systems make that easier. You can simply pull a report and be like, oh, well, last year I made this amount, and this was, what my overhead was, this was my profit margin, this is, whatever those forecasts and those reports show. But the point being is systems allow you to do that. And I'm sharing that from a point of view that I collect a lot of data, and I will tell you, oh my goodness, if you got to go collect data manually where I can't just pull a report, oh, I am like, what? I'm banging my head against a brick wall. Like, no, I don't want to. And that's because I've gotten so accustomed to systemizing everything that I touch that makes my life easier, that when I have to go back to do something manually, I kick and scream like a 2-year-old, because it's painful. Like Miss Leah was sharing right now of, trying to put the toothpaste back into the tube. That just, you don't realize how, and I don't mean this by any disrespect to anybody, but inefficient your process is until you experience efficiency. And that right there is the gold. It's the jam. And some people like to do that systemization on their own. And that's why we have these rooms, so we can show and share and tell people that, and share our ideas and how you might do that as, an idea, so you can go take that information and run with it. This is a part of, we will show you, teach you, or do it for you. And that is something that we do within our business, because we understand not everybody wants David and Tara at Hello LLC helping them set up. They want to do it on their own, and that's perfectly fine. But if you are like what Ms. Leah said, nope, not my forte, you guys can do this. We get that. We totally get that, because that's what we specialize in. So thank you, Miss Leah, so much. Was there anything else you wanted to tack on before I pass the mic over to lovely Miss Ebony?
I would just say push the button.
Yeah.
Just do it. This $7 deal, I just don't even know how to express. Just the time with the two of you is worth way more than $7. But then all the other bells and whistles, absolutely take advantage of that. It's a time well spent. And even if you feel like you have systems, even if you feel like you're really good with technology, we just don't know what we don't know. So I'll land it there.
Absolutely. We just don't know. I'll share this, and then I'm going to pass this mic over to Miss Ebony and get her in this on this conversation.
Well, I'm supposed to be speaking. I think I hit the button to come on stage by accident, Tara and David, but I couldn't agree with Leah more. I think if you follow and pivot, if you do what David and Tara say, not just do what they say, they really try to provide a community of support. And I always call it free game. There's people that want to sew into you and give you free game. What you do with it is up to you. And so I think they give you the tools and everything to pivot, to elevate your business, to scale your business, and really be the CEO and run your business instead of wearing multiple hats. And I haven't even fully experienced it yet, but just the consistency that they do each time they do a live, and even with me not being consistent, they always send a reminder. And that is so, at least, helpful for me, and especially all of us who are business owners and entrepreneurs as well. Having that gentle reminder, having that level of consistency creates accountability, and it makes me want to become a better CEO for my businesses, as well as being in the community of CEOs to be able to glean and share resources and information. You two are rock stars. I can't say it enough, but it's evidenced in your work. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Miss Ebony. We greatly appreciate, that love and support. And, Miss Ebony is getting her Biz-N-A-Box up and rolling. She also has her storefront that we're working on as well in the Metaverse, to where, not just is she going to have her systems and foundations in order. She's also going to be able to have it to where she can tell people, hey, go to my Metaverse storefront in the Metaverse from your phone. So while she's talking to people about her amazing business, she can say, hey, press this button. And now people can go from their phone into the Metaverse. And now she can talk about all of her amazing services. Now she can show them better than she can talk about it, because this is the one thing that we share with you guys all, is that we're all talk about how visual we are. Oh, I got to see it. I got to see it. And yet we continuously talk about, our businesses and services other than taking people to where they can see it. Just like today, I was sharing with one of our Pivot members. She's like, I need my butt kicked that I haven't hit this button and come in this Metaverse to see what this is all about. And I said, well, you don't know till you don't know, because we all trick ourselves into how hard it might be. And Tara shared with you guys that I'm the best. Go ahead, Miss Ebony, what you got?
I shared, I know you said don't share the link, but I had to get your PR out there, because I was telling people I was at a vending event and my products were flying in person. I gave people samples, and immediately when they sampled my CBD products, they brought, whatever it was I was selling, whether it was the lotion or the cooling cream. But also, a lot of people are ignorant to CBD. The first thing to say is, oh, that's the weed lady. She sells stuff to get high. No, I do not. I said, but I will be having training classes at the beginning of the year in the Metaverse. There were so many people that took my business card just looking forward to going into the Metaverse, even if they didn't know anything about it. So, and I had gave two of my other business colleagues your information if they wanted to transform and pivot their businesses as well to Biz-N-A-Box. So I hope you get some revenue or referrals or business off of my referrals. But again, once I really start planning or working in the Metaverse, I know it's going to scale through the roof, because other people are going to be like, I want what she got from my business. I know it for a fact.
Exactly. You just hit it on the head, Miss Ebony. It's separation. It's the experience. And, with Miss Leah, she was in our masterclass this week. And this is where we share with you guys that crusty, dusty Zoom, right, is outplayed. I can assure you, Miss Leah, if somebody asked her to go to an actual masterclass, or even now when she utilizes Zoom, I'm pretty sure she's like, damn, I wish I could be in the Metaverse right now. I wouldn't have to put my face on. I could do everything that I can do because I do it, right? Because when I have to meet some of our clients, I'm like, damn, I got to meet somebody on Zoom. Other than our Pivot members, we meet, inside of our Metaverse world, and it takes it to a completely different, experience. And that's something that we could talk about till we're blue in the face. But until you actually hit that button and go into the Metaverse and actually see it, and don't have that mindset of, oh, I can't figure this out. Oh, I can't figure that out. Or the most important thing, especially when we talk about systems and foundation, it's about not reading. Okay? Let me just say that again. It's about your ass not reading the prompts, not reading the screen, and going through how to do this, how to do that. And we get frustrated, and the information was right there. I say that because that used to be me. Forget that. I know all this. I know this button. Exit that screen. No, I don't need no directions. Continue. Skip now. Skip till later. And that skip now button, or the biggest one now, is allow access to your microphone or your camera, especially when you join our Metaverse world. People hit that deny button because we're so scared that somebody's gonna tap in on us and figure out what we're doing, and you ain't doing nothing. Right. So, we got to be able to read a little bit more and be open to these things. And I share with people, guess what? If they want to know what you're doing, they already know what your ass is doing. So whether you hit that button, accept or not, they going to know. Right. It's called Facebook. It's called Instagram. It's called TikTok. It's called any social media. Think of a pink elephant right now and look at your phone. I guarantee you in the next week, if not the next 72 hours, you're going to see a pink elephant on your social media feed or in your advertisements. Just call a spade a spade. I told y'all about the aliens that they found in the ocean, and for some of y'all that are new. So welcome in, Jay. Welcome in, Tamara. Welcome in Terrence. Welcome in Mr. Frederick. We want to welcome you guys all to the Hello LLC room, where we're talking about, systems and foundations and really being able to implement these things. And as you guys know, we talk about facts over your feelings. So I really want to be able to help you guys all understand, some of these facts to really, help you just think about this a little bit more. Okay. And so when we talk about, 10 facts on stats and facts of systems in your business, improved efficiency. A study by McKinsey and Company found that companies with strong operational systems can improve productivity by 20%. I can assure you that we have increased Miss Leah and Miss Ebony's actual, time of efficiency with customers booking appointments, not having to go to their email, not having to send that wall of wealth. You guys definitely, you can hear me talk about it, but once again about the metaverse. But go check out Miss Leah's Biz-N-A-Box. We're still working on Miss Ebony, so hers isn't connected as of yet. But go to Miss Leah's face, go to my face, go to Tara's face, hit that button that says learn more or get your wall of wealth. And that is where the Biz-N-A-Box is. That is more than a website, more than an actual, a landing page or a Canvas sheet or a link tree or anything of that sort, right? This literally takes you to the next level. Enhancing consistency, especially for those of you that are on multiple different platforms. You'd be amazed of how many people don't have a link in their Instagram, don't have a link in their Facebook, don't have a YouTube or a link to their website in their YouTube or on their TikTok. A lot of you should definitely be on TikTok. Miss Leah is on TikTok, right? Especially with financial, strategies and things of that sort, and her catering to the younger generation as the largest transfer of wealth is transitioning over. That's a great spot for her to be on. Miss Ebony as well. All of you, Jay should be on there for sure, right? To be able to have these stories and then be able to, spread yourself out and be omnipresent. Just because you're good at LinkedIn does not mean you need to stay on LinkedIn. TikTok has a message button. Instagram has a message button. Facebook has a message button. There's also people on that, and you all, such as something we talked about in our masterclass, understanding your target audience, okay? When you have a system in place, it reduces errors up to 50%. No longer does Leah have to sit there and say, send me your calendar or send me a time you're available. You're in Pacific. I'm in Pacific. You're in East Coast. No notifications, right? No reminders, no text message. That person misses the appointment. Miss Leah's pissed off and mad, or that would be me, right? That somebody missed their appointment. And, because the errors that we put in place. Or, oops, I forgot to put this in the email. Oops, I forgot to put that. And now you're frustrated. Your customer's frustrated. And now it's just a big chaos, okay? Better decision-making. Data-driven insights from systems can improve decision-making accuracy up to 30%. You being able to have systems in place, prime example, Miss Leah's wall of wealth. She used to have, an Adobe link that you guys would just go and get, and it would be free nilly-willy. She wouldn't know if Barack Obama or Donald Trump or, whoever went to go get the link. She would have no clue. Well, now in her Biz-N-A-Box, she says, go to leahgarcia.io and get my free guide of Wall of Wealth. You hit that button. If I will you get the Wall of Wealth. She gets your email. Guess what? Now she has systems, right, to know where people are coming from, who her target audience is. She now can send people information on her new Wall of Wealth for children, Wall of Wealth for business, right? She now can let them know about her new book. She can let them know about her apparel. She can let them know about, her actual amazing, discounted project that she has coming up. You can get, her discounted rate on her actual one-on-one meeting with her. She can send out this information. But beforehand, she had none of this information whatsoever. It was just, you get a free car, you get a free Wall of Wealth, you get a free Wall of Wealth, you get a free Wall of Wealth, and she knows nothing, right? And so this allows you to increase your scalability. Businesses with scalability systems can grow their revenue on average by 20% a year, okay? And that is why also having an actual holiday sales for your business is so important. So you can be able to showcase your business and tell people what you do. Because once again, you don't have a business if you're not telling people about your business, right? Risk migration. Strong systems can reduce the risk of financial losses by 30%. Because I'm here to tell you, like they say, a soft ass makes a hard head. And you continue not to have your things in a system or in a platform, it's going to be very difficult as we move forward and utilizing this AI and this technology, where then you're going to have to play keep up. You're going to have to play catch up. And nobody likes to play catch up whatsoever, especially as a business owner. And then you beat yourself up, right? Like, dang, I should have known I should have been doing this. I was paying attention to this, paying attention to that, paying attention to Mike Tyson win $20 million. If his ass stayed up for 8 rounds and he didn't do what he was supposed to do, that's a side story. If you know, you know, right? But anyhow, cost reduction. Processes can reduce operation costs by 10 to 20%. Okay? Competitive advantage. Businesses with strong systems can gain a 5 to 10 market share advantage with systems and foundations. And so that, my friends, is a huge eye opener for you all, if not anything, just a little nudge to be able to say and ask yourself, because let me say this, if you don't remember anything else I say today, remember this. Denial is not a strategy. If you are listening to me now, if you're listening to me later, and you hear me say, you know, hey, you don't have your systems in order, you have this, and you're like, damn, I don't got that, I ain't got this, I'm trying to do this on my own, but I still ain't got it up, but I'm gonna do it on my own, or man, I've been trying to do this, I've been trying to do that. Look, that's another phase of denial. You don't know how to do it, because if you did, it'd be done by now. And a lot of the times we allow these excuses and this denial get in our way, other than us just buckling up, buttercups, and just saying, hey, I need some help. And like Miss Leah said, like Miss Ebony said, we can show you, we can teach you, or we can do it for you. You get to pick what level, what type, what style you want. But more importantly, we want you to do something and not just sit here and listen to us and then leave this room and then be in the same condition and pattern that you were in beforehand when, hey, we're here, right? Reach out and ask and come on stage and say, hey, I got this, I got that. What can I do? We'll tell you straight up, right? And it might not even much have nothing to do with the Biz-N-A-Box, just some different ideas of how you guys all can be able to understand time is our only competition. Say that again. Time is our only competition, which is why your systems, our systems, your foundation, our foundation is in order, so we don't have to be behind the scenes beating ourselves up or behind the computer, tapping and doing all this stuff, or the ultimate, damn, shit, I forgot. And then having to have that sorrow and that beat up that, oh, I didn't do this. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, man, I should have did this. Or have to talk to the client or customer and make up for things that you could set up beforehand. Right?
Right. I love it, Mr. Jones. Well, thank you, everybody. I just want to reset the room real quick while Mr. Jones, catches some air. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in today. We're talking about don't just do it, systemize it, and why you need to understand the importance of systems. Again, as Mr. Jones was sharing, whether you do it yourself or you find a community like The Hello LLC, for example, that allows to either share with you so they can help guide you or give you creative ideas, or move to the direction of, nope, I want you guys to do it for us. The importance of systems. You guys have to understand that most of us are solopreneurs. Let's just put it that way. And solopreneurs, can honestly be anything up to 5 employees, because yes, you might have, like for instance, David and I, it's David and I in our business, you might have in your business just yourself, or you might have other individuals, team members, team players, employees, whatever that is. But in reality, you're the head of your business. You're the one who's taking your business in a certain direction. And all too often, and I'll share a prime example with you, is we all remember 2020. We all remember that we were pretty much shut down. Especially if you were in a large population like Houston, Texas, where we were, you were pretty much sent to your house and it's like, pick up your groceries and, head out to the country if you want to get some space. But the restaurants aren't open. The movie theaters aren't open. Nothing's open, right? And so all of a sudden, our society screeched to a halt. And if you as a business weren't online, if you didn't have a system set up like HEB, if you didn't have a system set up like, Walmart does, to where you can order your goods and goods online and go pick them up, or through an app that has them delivered, then they were SOL. You were not going to have your goods up online that fast in order for people to start buying. And I'll use a prime example of who that was. I don't know how many of you know in the South, especially in the South, it's Hobby Lobby. It's a craft store. So if you're in the South, you know about it. If you're in the North, if you're in the West, if you're in the Northwest, Northeast, they're not up there. But Hobby Lobby really has massive technical debt and has not chosen to systemize themselves in a technically advanced way. What do I mean? Well, if you go out to hobbylobby.com right now, all you have up is kind of a front-facing, this is who we are, this is where the locations are, and here's the
locations.
Well, outside of locations, here's the coupons of the week or the month, right? And so you have these coupons available, but you can't search for
anybody
anything.
using no damn coupons no more.
Well, Hobby Lobby you do, because you get a 50% off coupon, boss, and it's golden. Trust me, from a Hobby Lobby shopper. But anywho, we digress. Anywho, you could not go out and find, craft paper or glue or, artificial flowers or whatever it was that you needed, hot glue sticks, for your glue gun. You couldn't find these items on their website because they did not have a system set up to where it was online. Now, that was on purpose, by the way, because their owner did not believe in using technology to its fullest. He felt that he was a very strong religious person in his beliefs, and he felt that it was kind of maybe the bad thing. He felt like technology was bad.
He thought it was on the dark side.
Yeah, he thought it was on the dark side. So, he did not, as a company and the head of his company, he did not choose to upgrade his systems and services into technology. So they had old, outdated systems, antiquated systems. So when 2020 happened and everybody was stuck at home and they could do crafts and they could do all of the things that they love to do, they would have made a fortune. Not that 2020 was about making a fortune, because there was just a lot of awful things that happened through that time period as well. But my point being is, if they were online, they would not have fell behind. And now they're choosing to shut their doors because they don't want to move up in technology. And because they have not made that decision to move through technology and get on board, they have fallen so far behind that it will cost them a lot of money to get them up to speed, just to where, any other, like Walmart would be right now, and then try to move into a Web3 platform. They can't do it. It's not sustainable. So they phased themselves. They blockbustered themselves, essentially. So we have to understand the importance of why we've got to bust a move and systemize what we're doing. Because if you don't, you will get left behind. And I'm speaking because I see this time after time. I've had this happen close, personally wise, in my own family. I've watched my brother not systemize and update his systems until this year. And oh my God, he's so far behind. Like, I wanted to pull my hair out, his hair out, and hurt him because, yes, he's my brother. I can talk about him. So this is why it's fair play. I told him this too. I was like, I'm going to use you as an example when I talk to our audiences in rooms, because you're totally just, you're dropping the ball, buddy. And again, guys, people don't know that unless they start to get a taste of it. And so that's what I would share about the importance of systemization and how it saves you time, and why, if you don't take the jump and get on board before you fall behind, that systematical technical debt can really put you out of business.
Yes. And, I think a lot of the times it might not be that people don't know the taste of it, right? You don't know until you know, like Miss Leah said. It's that you don't know until you actually have updated your systems and these things are in place. And then you realize, oh, I don't have to do this. Oh, I don't have to do this. Oh, I don't have to do that. Prime example for our masterclass where we showcase our, Magic Jewel app, to where people now can literally get rid of Canva, get rid of ChatGPT, get rid of, your social, scheduler. And now you can be able to, showcase your business on Instagram, on your storyline, on your Facebook, on your actual YouTube channel, on your Google SEO, that a lot of business owners don't even much have their own Google name set up for their business, so people can leave reviews and things of that sort on, your spaces. And a lot of the times when we say all of those platforms, people are like, hell no, I'm not going to be doing all of that. Well, that's the great thing about AI. You don't have to do all of that. You can allow AI to do it, especially in our Magic Jewel that we're getting Ms. Leah set up with right now. We're getting some other clients set up with right now, to where, especially them joining our VIP gold membership. Let me just fill you guys in on a little something, okay? For $97 for 3 months in a row, Leah and most other people are going to get 3 one-on-ones with Tara and I for an hour per month. Okay. She's also going to be able to get 3 flyers made for her business that most people want to promote their business, but they don't know how to do all this gadgets and social media. She's going to get that. She's also going to get one of our AI motion works every single month that she's now going to be able to showcase her business with her avatar. And she's also going to get an AI video that we showed her how to utilize AI. She ain't even going to need to do it. We going to do it. Okay. Not only that, we were able to put together her entire holiday sales campaign, to where she has her Black Friday, her Cyber Monday, her Saturday, Small Business Saturday, already scheduled out, ready to rock, ready to go. Okay. And on top of that, she gets access to all of our master classes that we've already done, and well over 100 of our how-to videos. She also is going to get access to our click to, what do we call it? What is our masterclass?
Oh, click to clients.
Click to clients masterclass that we have coming up on January 18th. Yeah, on January 18th. Well, we're going to take you guys lead generation to the next level. Right, where we're going to actually utilize AI, and instead of you cold calling, instead of you reaching out to people, we're going to let AI get to work and get jiggy with it, right? And so we're going to have a masterclass on that on the 18th that she already has access to, with her keeping, up in date with her VIP. And most importantly, she also is, now that she's got it with our Magic Jewel app, we are going to be posting 6 times a week, six posts a week on her social media.
And that was all for how much?
$97 a damn month. Okay. For the first 60 days, she gets that. And so this is how much we are, putting forward to helping you guys out, because this is the most critical time of the year for a small to medium-sized business, for people to showcase their business in your holiday sales and your events, right? And then become the beginning of the year. Everybody's gun-ho, finances, right? Getting their health together, getting their coaching together, showcasing what you do. Now people are like, ooh, I remember seeing Leah's, Wall of Wealth, masterclass. Ooh, I remember seeing, Ebony CBD that was on sale for this, that, and the other. And now people really get to be able to come back and see, hey, I want to go check out Miss Leah. Hey, I want to go check out the Hello LLC. Hey, I want to go check out all these people that showcase their business. Because let me let you in on a little secret there, player. Most people are done for the year. And most people are spending more time on social media than they have all year round. And this is your prime time to put your business in front. So This might seem cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but we have the marketing, strategies on lock when it comes down to actually showing you where to showcase your business. We ain't promising $10,000 next month. We ain't promising $1 million by 2025. We're showing you where your systems and your foundation needs to be put in place so you can be able to showcase your business and talk about your business, and you make it an easy transition from you talking, you sharing, to people being able to hit that Biz-N-A-Box or hit your link in bio and be able to know all that you do without you being the janitor in your business, and then you having systems and foundations set up behind it. And so that's literally why we're showcasing this and talking about this. And even more importantly, sharing with you guys some additional stats and facts on, websites. Poor user experiences, especially for websites, can decrease, right, your conversion rate by 7%. So off the top, you having a slow website or something, that's good. You're already starting off in a bad foot. Negative brand perception. 75% of consumers judge a company's credibility based on its website design. And what we see, and so this is prime example, you sending people, your calendar, you fresh out of luck. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. Like I said, you're literally sending somebody, your calendar to go out on a date with you. That's literally like somebody trying to date you and then being like, here goes my calendar. Don't worry about what I do or any of that stuff. Just book a time in my calendar. That's what a lot of people are doing. Lost opportunities. Businesses.
There's a get to know you time.
There's a get to know you time, and you can do that with your Biz-N-A-Box, right? Lost opportunities. Businesses with outdated websites can miss out on 40% of potential customers.
Ouch.
Okay. SEO penalties. Outdated websites can risk 50% lower in search engine results pages. Okay. Security risks. Outdated websites are 300 times more likely to be hacked. Okay. And so when we talk about improvement, efficiency, strong systems can improve productivity by 25%, right? Enhanced consistency, as we talked about earlier, can reduce errors by 50%. So I kind of read off some of these earlier, so I won't, go back into it. But, this is really where we have to be able to understand the gravity of these facts and stats, because it blows my mind that, when we want to, bring people to the table and remind them about facts and stats, it matters, right? It matters. Oh, well, But when somebody showcases, some facts and stats that you might not be up to par, we kind of discount those things. Or we say, oh, that boy don't know what he's talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm fine with what I got going, right?
Yeah, very much so. It's well, and that's because it's so much easier to see outside and looking at other people's.
Denial's not a strategy.
There you go. And so then actually taking a look at yourself. So, I want to point out the fact that, the amount of time that systems have saved us.
Yeah.
We share this from a personal experience, guys. Like, again, we do a lot in our business, and I would be flabbergasted. I would probably just lay down and give up, to be honest, if we didn't have the systems that we have now. And I'm constantly in my head when I'm doing things thinking of, okay, is there a system I can build that can do this for me? Because that's the way my brain works. I am the hardest working, laziest person you'll ever meet. What does that mean? I'm a very hard worker. I have no problem working and doing things, but I hate doing things on repeat. If it's like push the button, push the button, push the button, push the button, copy, paste. And that's the funny thing David talks about all the time. It's simply copy, paste, drag, drop. And if I can find a system to do it for me, I'll find a system to do it for me. And that is why, guys, at the end of the day, we share this information because we too have struggled through it. It has been David, having to write all of the social media posts, David having to create all of the content, David having doing all of this. And when we can look at individual tasks in our day-to-day basis and say, you know what, it'd be nice if I could just send one link to somebody and they can book an appointment with me, a discovery call. They can get all of my little tools in my toolkit, for, maybe a debt snowball calculator or, some financial information that they need help. Yes, I'm talking about Miss Leah's Business-N-A-Box, by the way, because it's fresh in my head. But my point being is, if she can send that out, or David can send out a simple link to somebody and it just be boop, 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 and self-serving where they can take care of themselves, I'm going to be very frank. You're going to get a higher return rate of people that want to actually do business with you because they can get in touch and book in your calendar, easy peasy breezy. It is when people have to reach out to you and then it's the back and forth of, are you available tomorrow? No, I'm available the next day. Okay, I'm not available that day. Are you available the next day? No, I'm not available till next Monday. Well, I'm busy Monday. And you're just going back and forth and you waste 7 days trying to book a time when you had the ability to send one link, not your Calendly link, because maybe they want to go out there and they want to start working.
Maybe they want to buy the shit right now.
Maybe they want to buy. Maybe they want to start, prepping for the meeting that they're going to have with you and get all the information so they can get their ducks in a row. Because guess what? Most people want to get their ducks in a row. They just don't know how, or they don't know where to start, or they need guidance, or they want someone else to do it for them. That's where we come into play. Let us get your little system ducks in a row. Boop, boop, boop. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack.
I love it. But does anybody want to add anything to this? As we wrap this bad boy up, well, we want to thank, so many of you guys. If you guys want to come up and share, please feel free. Mi casa, su casa. Our house is your house. Please believe we want more for you than from you at the end of the day. You guys make sure you come and visit us in the amazing Hello Plaza in Metaverse that you can join from your cell phone. You can join from your laptop. You can join from your actual iPad. Or if you do have the VR headsets, you can join from your VR headsets. And this, my friends, is the true virtual reality to where, these social audio rooms, these social media platforms that we're utilizing, they're crusty, dusty, and they're gone. I was just sharing today with one of our clients. She's like, hold on, time out. David, why the hell are we utilizing LinkedIn audio rooms anymore? Why are people talking about these fake 2D, virtual rooms out there when, this metaverse is right here? I said, it baffles me. But until you know, and until you actually press the button and you come learn about it and you experience it for yourself, as so many people have, got on the phone with us or join us in our Hello Pivot. And even more importantly, guys, come join us this Saturday, the 23rd, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern. And you can't say, oh, I got something going on. This shit is going on all day long up until about 8, 9 o'clock. So we're going to be some busybodies. You're going to need to send the paramedics for me and Tara, because we're going to help you showcase these people businesses such as Miss Leah Garcia, Merlin Clark, Roberta Pacino, Al Pacino's sister, right? Denise King, Miss Cleo Michaels, right? Miss Christine Bailey, you guys know her. Miss Brenda Lisa Costa that is going to be joining on this event. We got to get Miss Ebony to sign up for her time so she can come join us as well for this amazing event, with her being already a Pivot member with us. And so, this is definitely something where you guys are going to get to showcase your business and your brand. And like we said, we're not just going to have it on the 23rd. We're going to replay it and replay it and replay it in our metaverse world, and also on all the social audio, platforms as well. And so this is where we encourage you guys to come check it out. Me and Tara are about to get off here because we're about to go decorate our new Hello Plaza.
It's a decoration party.
It's a decoration party to where we're decorating, our new Hello Plaza, where if you guys want to jump in there and see what we're doing, then please feel free. But we're doing decorating and things of that sort. You might see some snow. You might see some gingerbread houses. You might see some new AI chat bots that you can actually, be able to implement, which is something we've been rolling out, where you can, get chat bots in your actual storefront or in your virtual room. And remember, we build these out, right, for your business and, your actual Zoom room. If you're using Zoom, then you should come on down, right? No more $29.99 a month that you have to spend on Zoom and, be on a 2D or even utilizing a green screen whatsoever. You now get to show up in a full-fledged avatar and see this, in live in color. And like, once again, we can talk about it. It's kind of like somebody that's only listened to the radio, and then this thing TV comes around, and then, try right now to yourself, try to explain the television. Try. Say it out loud, right? I go with you. It's this box with these people that you can see, you can hear them. When you listen to a radio, you only can hear them, but in the TV, you can see them, and it's in color, and the speakers on the side or on the corner. I mean, you can't explain it. Whether, as all of us know what a TV looks like, oh my God, yeah, TV. Now take that times 100, because I'm here to share with y'all these your glasses that you got on. If you're on TikTok, or if you're watching any of these social media, or if you're watching, football or basketball, they're already kind of guiding you, where you've been seeing these Oculuses. Maybe on TikTok, you've been seeing the glasses that are Bluetooth, right? That are connected to your AI assistant. That is your new phone. Your cell phone is gone. Okay. Mark Zuckerberg, I just put a post out the other day. You guys make sure you're following the Hello LLC as well, right? We just put a post out the other day where Mark Zuckerberg literally just shared this with the world. He says, I am here to revolutionize the cell phone industry, which, if you haven't been paying attention, he changed his name from Facebook to Meta. He does not own Metaverse. Let me debunk that right now. There's so many people out here that think that, and that's not true. He has a website, aka a world in Metaverse, that is the Web3. Web3 is this new decentralized world where we can show up and nobody owns it, and you can create, you can conduct, you can do anything and everything at the speed of thought. Well, Web2 is owned by these major conglomerates such as Google, such as Facebook, right? Such as, Safari. They own a lot of the things on Web 2. When you move into Web 3, nobody owns it. Everybody's fair and square, and that's where the metaverse comes into place, as we're able to integrate this into different platforms, right? So if anybody be telling you they got a virtual space, right, they're in metaverse and you can't get into it from your VR headsets, it's not metaverse. It's a 2D flat screen, platform. That's pretending to be, Web 3. So you guys come on down to the web to the metaverse, and we'll show you the real deal. I see somebody's already in here. Cloudverse is in here. We got to go see him for our decorating party. But other than that, Miss Leah, you got anything you want to add? Anybody want to come on stage and tap in on systems and foundation? Less stress, more success.
Nope. Well, we want to thank you, everybody, for jumping in today. Again, tomorrow we're going to be talking about cryptocurrency. If you guys have been in pocket, you know that there are elevations going on, meaning it's moving up, it's booming, it's it's doing some razzle dazzle. So we're going to have that conversation tomorrow. We're going to get nitty gritty. Nothing's going to be about financial advice. We're not sharing to buy anything, but you can ask us open questions. We want it to be an open question forum to where you guys can get up and be like, why is Bitcoin at 94,000? Where is it going to go? Is that a smart investment? Look, we're going to tell you, we can't tell you it's a smart investment. We've invested in it, but we can't tell you that it's a smart.
The background behind why crypto is important for a business and for you all to understand the structure of how you can be implementing these things into your business, and not about financial advice or, why Bitcoin or this, that, and the other. It's more so the background for businesses and why you guys should be paying attention to it and not letting this be on the wayside where this is just something that is just out there. You're going to have to implement these different payment structures into your business, where instead of somebody paying $7 for joining our pro membership, maybe they pay in this amount of coins, and you as a business need to be prepared for that to be able to capture that, because this is where the wealth is going and transferring, and you have to be able, hint, hint, to have these systems and foundations in place.
Absolutely. So that'll be tomorrow's conversation. Everybody come join us. And if you don't know, this Saturday, we're having a great extravaganza in the Metaverse where we are going to have the HQVC. You guys can tune in and check out all of the services. And now we're going to be hosting everybody that joined the masterclass. We're going to be showing their services and their products. If you have a business in a box, if you're a pivot member of any sort, we'll be sharing all that. If you want your products to be showcased or services to be showcased in this HQVC, please reach out to us or hit us up at thehellollc.io. You guys, we do have the ability. Or better yet, Mr. Jones just reminded me, join the pivot for $7 and you'll get a 10-minute span in your in the QVC channel that we're going to do this Saturday. And that will be recorded and it will be on full play for until the first of the year. So we will be playing it all the time, constantly, as it's not just going to be done one day. We're doing that live and recording it and then replaying it. So if you want to be a part of that, you want your business to be showcased, just jump in at the $7 pivot membership, and we have no problem of representing and showcasing your products and services for a 10-minute slot at the $7. If you want more, higher membership level gets you more. So with that said, anybody else have any last questions or comments before we say goodbye?
Cooler.
I love it.
Well, you guys know the drill. Love,
Kindness,
integrity,
but most importantly,
commitment,
and
consistency.
and until next time,
Toodles!
hasta luego, amigos.
And if you guys want to know more information about the actual Get It Before Grandma, go into this actual view details, and I put the link right there for you guys to go and take a look at it. For those of you that are on LinkedIn, for those of you on our YouTube, LinkedIn, or should I say our Twitch, our Spaces, our Instagram, go to thehellollc.io, and boom, you'll see a big old button that says Grandma. Get it before Grandma.
Get it for Grandma. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow.
7 p.m. Eastern.
Hasta luego.
Toodles.